everyone, it's Becca. Welcome back to my channel, and if you're new here, make sure you go ahead and subscribe and hit that notification bell down below so you don't miss any of my future uploads. So if you've been watching my videos for a little while now, then you may know that I did a favorites video back in January, and it was like a winter favorites video, and I decided that I was going to do favorites videos seasonally just so I could like update you guys pretty regularly about different zero waste and vegan products I'm loving, as well as like my favorite music and podcasts and books and all of that stuff, and just kind of keep a little conversation going with you guys about things I love. So today's video is supposed to be my spring favorites video, but obviously I haven't been, going outside and wearing cute spring outfits and doing anything that spring would normally entail for me. So this is going to be a little bit more of a self-isolation favorites video, which hopefully will mean that this video can be very helpful for you guys. And of course, all of these favorites we can continue to enjoy even when isolation ends. So if you want to see what I've been loving recently, then just keep on watching. So I figured we could start off with things to use. So things that are what I would normally put in a favorites video, makeup, skincare, all of that good stuff. And the first thing I have to share with you guys is from Lush. You guys know I love Lush and everything they stand for and everything they do. And so what I have to show you guys is this solid lotion I've been using. I left the lotion I was using at school, so I had to dig into my supply and start using this, and I've really been loving it. You might be wondering, how does that turn into a lotion? Basically, the heat from your body and your hands as you rub the bar on yourself makes the oils and everything melt, and then you can just rub it in really easily with your hand. And I actually really like that because I always find that when I'm using like a traditional liquidy lotion, I always get way too much on my body. With this, I just find that since less product comes off onto your skin, it's a lot easier to control how much you are using. This is in the Snow Fairy scent. It was one of their Christmas ones my boyfriend gave to me, but I know they make it in some other scents as well. And as for storing it, right now I've just been keeping it in one of their paper bags, but once I use up my normal lotion from them that comes in just a plastic jar, I'll probably keep storing this in that jar so I can continue to reuse that jar and not send that plastic to the landfill. The next thing I've been loving might be a little bit weird to talk about on YouTube, but I figured it was very relevant, and that is who gives a crap toilet paper. Obviously, everyone's been in need of toilet paper recently, and I luckily placed an order for 48 rolls right before all of this started, and so I was able to bring some home with me. I do believe they're sold out right now, but I know there's a thing on their website where you can enter your email and be notified when they get restocked. Basically, what makes them so great is, first of all, they come with no plastic packaging. As you can see, it is in paper, and they are also made of 100% recycled paper, or you can get their bamboo option. They have no inks, dyes, or scents, and 50% of their profits are donated to help build toilets. So I just think they do really, really cool stuff. It's also good quality toilet paper if you were curious. And I've been saving the paper, so hopefully I can use them for DIYs or gift wraps or something fun like that. On their Instagram, they always post lots of different things people do with the paper, so I think that's super cool that they're encouraging even the paper to be reused before you recycle it. So moving on, I figured our next category could be things to wear. So I figured I would just share with you a couple of my favorite little loungewear items I've been wearing. And of course, the two things I'm showing you, one was thrifted and one I purchased maybe 5 or 6 years ago, so very sustainable, of course, and I encourage you guys to look through your own wardrobes and see what comfy pieces you might have forgotten about before you buy into the fast fashion that is encouraging us all that we need to buy new leisure wear, which is not true at all. So the first thing I have, I actually showed this in my thrift haul last week, so if you missed that, I will link it up here. And it is just this super cozy sweatshirt. It was only $2, which is a super great deal because it's actually reversible. So the one side is this really pretty teal color, and the other side is this nice, just kind of classic gray sweatshirt, but you can still see the teal stitching, which I think is a cool detail. And yeah, anytime I want to be comfy, a sweatshirt, no hoodie, I don't like hoods for some reason, a sweatshirt is always my go-to, so I've been wearing this a lot, and I love that it's reversible because then I can just wear it even more often. You could wear this 2 days in a row and just flip it, and then no one would know that you wore the same shirt 2 days in a row. So obviously I know you guys might not have a reversible sweatshirt, but maybe this can give you a little bit of inspiration for when we can all go thrifting again. And of course, if you want more inspiration, definitely go watch that video I just talked about. My next thing is a pair of pants, which like I said, I got these many years ago from American Eagle back when I still shopped there firsthand. They are just these super comfy pants. I remember this style of pants used to be pretty popular, and honestly they need to make a comeback because they're so comfy. They're just a really nice loose cottony pant, and they have this really pretty pattern. It has all of my favorite colors in it, so I love it. And these definitely used to be full length when I first bought them, but now they're a little short, so I kind of just pull them up and make them into more of a jogger, but they're really, really comfy. And I love wearing things like this because it still kind of feels like I have just a cute outfit on. Like I used to just wear these like to school and stuff, but then I can also dance in them and work out in them. And then I figured I'd also just add, I've really been enjoying wearing my hair into Dutch braids. And this is just such a great hairstyle because I can wear it in braids one day, sleep in it, and then take it out and have some nice, very natural waves. So it's perfect because I just have to braid it one day and then it looks cute for 2 days. So I've been really enjoying that. So moving on, I'm going to share with you guys a few things to eat. I've been having a little bit of fun doing some cooking, so I figured I would share with you guys some new and old recipes that I've been loving. The first one is I made barbecue jackfruit and homemade coleslaw. If you don't know, jackfruit is this like huge fruit. You can buy it canned, and vegans like to use it as an imitation meat, as barbecue is probably its most popular form. So I finally made it for the first time and it was super good. The weather's been getting a lot warmer here, and especially since I'm at home and like I'm not going to school, it kind of just feels like summer anyway. So I've really been embracing like all the summery recipes, and I'm excited to cook up some more. And of course I will leave this recipe and everything else I mentioned linked down below for you guys. And then I also made lasagna a while back, and I had half of a cauliflower left over from the cheese, and I was like, what am I gonna do with half of a cauliflower? I was just gonna roast it. And then I was like, Becca, you are so dumb. Cauliflower is like the most versatile vegan food ever. So what I did instead was I made cauliflower wings for the first time. I did like a buffalo one, and it was really easy to make and super good. I wasn't expecting them to turn out so well. Like obviously cauliflower is not going to taste exactly like chicken, but with the spice and like it just kind of still has like the feeling of it, if that even makes sense. And I also made a homemade ranch as well. And then of course, like everyone else on the internet, I baked some bread. Of course I made my favorite banana bread, which is from Pickup Lines. She puts dark chocolate in hers, but I just always omit it because banana bread is so good on its own. I've never understood why people put chocolate in it. Obviously I still like it with chocolate, but I prefer to just do it without. And I made like 2 loaves, so I've just been storing those in the freezer in the reusable bags I got from my mom that she's been using, which makes me super happy. And then anytime I just want some, I put some in the refrigerator to defrost it, and then I heat it up, and it's the best late night snack. And then I know some of us have just been dying of boredom, and some people have been struggling with how to fill up their day, so I figured I would share with you guys a couple fun things you can do. The first one is my absolute favorite online class I've been taking. It is a facial wellness class with a woman named Ryan, and basically it entails some face yoga, like some different like face stretches, which make you feel really silly, but it's nice to get a laugh in. And then you also do some facial massage with a moisturizer. And yeah, she does it about once or twice a week. She does it free, but you can donate through Venmo if you would like to, and I will definitely be doing that soon because I've taken, I think, all of the classes she's done so far, and I've just absolutely loved them. It's one of those things like you don't really know if it's making any effect immediately. I feel like if it is gonna have results, I'll see them long term. So maybe in like 30 years I can do a follow-up video and tell you guys how the facial wellness classes worked out. But honestly, results aside, it's just more of like the act of doing it that's so enjoyable, just taking that time for a little bit of self-care. The next thing I did is I actually rearranged my room. So I don't know if you guys can tell because I'm filming in basically the same spot, but the head of my bed is right here, and it used to be along that wall. And the reason I did this was to clear more space for me to dance. Obviously I understand that's probably not most people's situation, so I would encourage you guys to maybe give your desk a little rearrange, you know, make that space a little more enjoyable to work at. Yeah, it was just super fun and it freshened things up, and I thought I wasn't gonna like it because it's not really like proportional with my room, but it just feels bigger and more airy, and I'm having less problems when I dance, so it really has been good for me in my life. And lastly, I've been reading so much. As a kid, I was such a big reader, and I kind of fell out of it once like you had to start reading books for school. I just felt like I never had time to read for enjoyment, but I try to get back into it whenever I can, and every night I've been reading for at least 30 minutes, and sometimes even pick up my books during the day. I am still reading the same series that I mentioned in my productive things to do video. Again, that will be linked, but that is the Inheritance series. So I'm finally on the second book. I'm almost done, as you guys can see, and like I said in that video, this is a series I read as a child, so it's just been super fun and super nostalgic to reread these. Obviously you guys don't have to read these exact books, they're a little bit nerdy, I totally get that. And maybe if reading isn't your thing, I want to share with you guys a couple things to watch. The first one is a new YouTube channel I've discovered that is Veggie Kids, which is the name of a channel run by a girl named Remy. She does lots of vegan what I eat in a day videos, so I've been loving watching those. A lot of her videos are actually from when she was recently traveling. She isn't anymore, of course, but maybe if you're really missing out on travels or you had to cancel any trips, she'd be a fun channel to watch, you know, and just kind of, I guess, daydream about the trips you're supposed to go on. I don't know if that'd be more depressing or if it would be helpful, but I just figured I'd offer that. And she's super sweet and just really like a well-intentioned person, if that makes sense. I also follow her on Instagram, and she has a very similar aesthetic to me. She did a whole video of all of her pottery collection, and pottery is something I want to get more into after this whole thing. Buying pottery, that is. I don't think I could ever make pottery. That is not my skill set. So that video is really interesting to see all of the cute pink ones and speckled ones she has. Definitely living vicariously through her collection for now. And then I want to share with you guys some Instagram lives I've been wondering. That's a little giveaway. I want to say some Instagram lives I've been loving, and those are the daily little concerts from Oh Wonder, which is one of my absolute favorite bands. Every single day it is 8 p.m. their time, but 3 p.m. Eastern. They have been doing a live stream, and they've been playing one of their songs. They're going in order through all 3 of their albums, and they're just so much fun. Since they're 3 p.m. Eastern, that's kind of when I take my afternoon break anyway, so it's super nice that those coincide and I get to watch them every single day and take a little break and have a snack and all of that. And of course they're playing their songs, but they also just talk about different things. They show their dog Margot, who's adorable. It's just so nice also to be able to connect with a band like that. I think it's super special what they're doing. And on that note, I figured we could finish up this video by talking about some things to listen to. The first one, again, I'm going to plug Oh Wonder. They are releasing a new song every 2 weeks. The first one came out, it's called Lonely Star. It is absolutely beautiful, and it's just about their experience during this time, being lonely and asking if anyone else is out there. So kind of sad, but definitely relatable right now, and I cannot wait until their other ones come out. Lots of other artists have been releasing new music recently, which is absolutely nuts, and I'm so thankful for it because I just feel like I have something to look forward to. So a couple of my other favorites have been the entire Calm album by Five Sauce. I love their new album. It is so much fun. My favorite song, I think, is High, which is their last one on the album. It is so good. I've also been loving Take Yourself Home by Troye Sivan. He just released that and it's really good, and I just really like the lyrics of it. I also listened to 21 Pilot's new song. Let me look up what the name of that is. I only listened to it last night. I know I'm horrible. It's called Level of Concern. Again, it's kind of about this time period we're all in, and so I just think it's really cool that musicians are writing songs that we can all relate to right now, or that many of us can relate to. I don't want to diminish that we're all going through different things as well, but I think it is kind of cool to have this unifying factor through music and art right now. And then I've also gotten to a couple of new artists. The first one is King Princess. She's one of those artists I've been meaning to listen to for so long and just never have, and so I finally did, and I want to say my favorite song is probably Make My Bed. I actually choreographed a little thing to it and I posted it on my Instagram. If you don't want to go watch it, it's not that great, but if you want to see me dance, you can go watch that. Recommended from listening to her was Girl in Red, who I'm really enjoying as well. And I think my favorite song from her so far is Girls. It's just like a really cool bop, and I think that is going to bring us to the end of this video. I hope you guys enjoyed it. I hope it gave you guys some helpful ideas for some entertainment or some products to look into. So if you like this video, please give it a thumbs up and subscribe. You can also go follow me on Instagram. It's just at becca.gargiulo. I'm always posting stuff up like this on there as well, especially food. I usually post every time I make a new recipe, so definitely go follow me on Instagram and check out my stories. And on the screen here in a few seconds, there will be 2 videos that I think you guys would enjoy, so please feel free to watch either one or both of those, and I will link down below some other videos as well if you want to keep watching. And with all that said, I hope you guys are doing well, I hope you are staying safe, and I hope you guys have a wonderful, wonderful day, and I'll talk to you soon. Bye guys.